Hey guys, I am getting back from my first dental assisting national board and oh, I got a YouTube notification. And wow, that was a lot, like a lot. So if you guys don't know, I started my dental assisting program in September. So I've been in dental assisting school for just a little over 3 months. I graduate in June, but December 19th, which is today, I took my first national board exam. And the program I'm in the state I'm in, it requires me to take 3 national boards before I graduate. So, and like become a certified dental assistant. So the first one I took today was infection control and I passed, which is like amazing. I'm so happy. But the thing is, like, I thought I failed. And I know like everyone's like, oh, you like, yeah, I thought I failed too. Like everyone feels like that on a big test. But the frustrating thing to me was like, there aren't a lot of videos about dental assisting on YouTube, right? And so like, as I'm in school, I want to look up YouTube videos or information on like my program, the tests I'm taking, everything like that. And when I went to like start this program, I noticed on YouTube there aren't a ton of dental assisting videos. So I was like, you know what, let me post my experience throughout school. Let me start posting a couple videos every now and then. So I am gonna start doing that. And I know I say that, but I'm going to. But from the videos I had seen, everyone's like, oh, dental assisting is like the easiest. It's so simple. It's common sense. Like it's only about bloodborne pathogens. You need to spread a disease transmission, everything like that. And it was like that. But like, I think since I don't want to say studied so much because like I studied, but I definitely could have studied more from like me feeling the way I did during the exam. I bought the Danb practice test, which was like $50, and then I took the our program requires us to take the HESI exit exam before we take the board, and then our professor bought us the Mosby's dental assisting review book, which was super awesome. Like all of those were really helpful, but like it was intense. Like I felt so confident because on my HESI I got a 97%, which is like super high, like, and that's supposed to be harder than the board. And like it was hard, but I felt like it was nothing like the board. I felt like none of the practice tests were like it, which sucks because everyone was like, oh, like it's similar to So I get into the exam. I get to my exam an hour early because I had so much anxiety. My board was supposed to be at 12:30 and it was my board was supposed to be at 12:30 and I left my house at like 11. It was like a little over an hour away. It was in Atlantic City, which is like not the best area. I hate it. I parked at a parking garage like by a casino, and then I walked to the testing center. When I got to the testing center, they immediately were like, turn off your phone, take off your bracelets, take off your jacket, like literally so intense, which made my anxiety and stress so much more. I put like the stress away oil. My teacher gave out all little bottles of stress away oils for everyone to take before the exam, which was so precious. So I like put it all over my wrist, and then I turned off my phone, turned off my Apple Watch, everything, put it in the locker, and they literally patted me down. Like, oh, they made me take off my boots, make sure there's nothing in my boots, take off my glasses, they checked behind my ears, made me pull up my hair. Like, it was stressful. And so I took my board and it was honestly super hard. And I know all the videos on YouTube were like, oh, it's like the easiest of the 3, which stresses me out so much already for radiology. Because radiology, I feel like, is like the thing I'm like least confident in right now. But I think it's just because I've only been in school for 3 months and I need to like go over it more. But all of my boards, so I studied, right? And all of my practice exams, all of the stuff I was studying was like semi-critical, non-critical, you know, the different classifications of instruments, disease transmissions, like all of that, which is like stuff, like I had a couple questions, but my main questions were about chemicals. And I know like chemicals is like a big thing, like hazardous communication program and all of that, like that's all huge. But like the stuff I had was like weird. Like it was like, I can't even explain. Like it was just, I can't, like thinking about it gives me anxiety. Anyways, I had a breakdown in the middle of it because I'm like, what am I doing? Like I'm going to fail. There's no way I'm passing this. And I think that was my problem, is I went in there super confident and I'm like, I'm gonna knock this out of the park. And so I just like took a deep breath, put my noise canceling headphones on that they let me use, and I like tried to stay focused. Long story short, I did pass. Don't know how. Like, I do not know how. I don't know what my score is. That's the only con about, like, I don't know. I like how you can get your pass or fail results like literally immediately. Like, as I finished my board, I exited it out, and I went and they printed out a paper, and I walked outside, and like I saw like my results said, oh, you passed. You'll get a full result breakdown, I think it said, within like 1 to 2 weeks, which gives me like my score. But it doesn't tell me immediately like what my score is. But anyway, so what was I gonna say? Like, my brain, it has been such a long day, guys. Such a long day. What was I gonna say? Anyways, oh yeah, my main board was more of like contact service. Like, is it housekeeping, is it clinical, is it, which is like easy, that's not bad. Or it's like mode of transmissions. Is it airborne, is it droplet, is it direct, is it indirect? What else? Oh, a whole bunch of viruses. So like they had staph, they had strep, they had herpes, they had yeast infections, they had like so many different like that type of thing, and like modes of transmissions, and then like tuberculosis was on there a lot, and like a lot of time frames. So it was like, if you had your training records on file, how many years do you need to keep them on file for like different things, or do you even need to keep them on file? Or which, like, a couple of those were on the practice exams, but it was like, it's just the wording. You really, like, when you're studying for this board, you need to make sure, or any board for that matter, you need to make sure you understand the wording and understand every part of what you're studying, because you may think you know the answer for something and the wording is so different that it's like, you know, it's a multiple choice and you have like one best option and one that like could possibly it. It's like the wording that makes a huge difference. Oh my goodness, I'm losing my voice, sorry. So definitely study the wording, know your sterilization time, temperatures. Like, I feel like that's common sense. Know like your sepsis procedures. Definitely know like all your gloving procedures, like when to take off your glove if you're leaving a patient, why you do it, what type of gloves are you supposed to be using. I had a couple of those, like, oh, if you're doing sterilization procedures, what type of gloves? If you're doing a surgical procedure, what type of gloves? I don't know, man, like, just the chemicals really killed me. And I know, like, I probably should have studied more on chemicals, because like they're my least favorite thing in the world. Oh, another thing that was on there was the pictograms. I had a couple of pictograms, but they were like weird. Like, they were pictograms I'd never seen before. Like, normally there are like, what, like 8 or 12 basic pictograms for hazards, and they were weird. Like, I did not see them, but hopefully I got them right. I don't know if I got them wrong or not. So just make sure you take time to study. I take my next board in February for radiology. It's the end of February, early March, I think, and I start clinicals in January. So I still have a long road ahead of me, but this is like the first stepping stone in my schooling career, and I'm like really proud of myself. I ran home and I immediately like picked up Jade. I'm like, I do this all for you. And Jade too, I mean, and Josh too, like, of course, my husband. But thank you for watching. If you guys have any questions, if you're about to start dental assisting school, you're in dental assisting school, you're a dental assistant, you have any tips, questions, anything, comment below, message me on Instagram, you know, whatever, because I'd love to hear from you. Love to hear if there's any specific content you want me to post. Like, my teacher said I was allowed to film certain things, so just let me know what you guys want to see, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Talk to you later. Bye.